I wouldn't say that I'm disappointed. I just wanted to be able to say duck bill. So the motion does very much what the duck bill did, which was to call on the government to announce its duck shooting season by 1 January and to restrict rescuers, protesters or even residents to stay 100 metres away from where people are shooting. Now, I don't think it comes as any surprise in this chamber. My position on duck hunting, I'm entirely opposed to it. I'd love to see an end to it. I joined my crossbench colleagues, Mr Medic and Dr Ratnam, in 2019, calling for an end to duck hunting. And this is not a new idea. Duck hunting has been banned in New South Wales, it's been banned in Queensland, it's been banned in WA. We're lagging behind New South Wales by 20 years, or duck seasons. We're lagging behind New South Wales by 20 years and WA by 30 years. Now, yes, Mr Bourman is correct. Shooting ducks still occurs in those states, but we don't call a season for it. It's a much more restricted thing, and it's not popular. 85% of Victorians would like to see an end to duck hunting. And I can tell you, my email inbox is not being filled with people, supporters of duck hunting. They're being filled with quite the opposite. Now, we know that this is a ban on shooting native animal birds, and studies have consistently shown us that our Australian birds are declining, whether that's climate change, whether that is the habitat, humans moving into those habitats, whether it's bushfires, whether it's for a number of reasons. And every season, hundreds of protected duck species are found shot and abandoned. And we heard this in a member's statement from Mr Medic just earlier today. Based on past seasons, each year, I'm told that rescuers will recover around 300 illegally shot protected species and 100 of Victoria's rarest water birds, the freckled duck. Now, this is abhorrent. How on earth would we, as a community, as a society, be announcing that there should be a season on ducks? And as I say, no one very few people in our community want to do this. Look, inevitably, we're seeing birds like swans being shot in this, and that's despite the laws preventing this. And these stories, we hear them every year, and certainly since Mr Medic has been in this chamber, we hear them very regularly. But I receive emails, and I'm sure all of you do, receive email after email telling the stories. And I was also contacted by someone who's literally having bullets rained on their home, because their home is actually within 30 metres of a prescribed killing area. Now, with Mr Bourman's motion that is suggesting that we should limit rescuers, limit people who oppose duck killing to 100 metres, you're asking people to move out of their homes for some cases. I've spoken to people who are opposed to duck killing whose homes are within 30 metres of some of the prescribed areas. So it's not time to shore up these duck killing dates. It's not time to remove protesters from the area. It's time to end duck hunting and a duck hunting season.